You guys remember what Elsharion does, right? Like, I don't have to go over Elsharion like what he does. He's got attack, power, leader skill, first skill based on speed, second skill, triple hit, defense break, third skill, steals beneficial effect. I know I'm still going over what Elsharion does. Third skill, steals beneficial effect after the attack. It was buffed, though. Increases your attack power by 30% for each beneficial effect you're granted with. I was planning on doing a different video today, but I saw people actually, Elsharion's been making a comeback. People were using him quite a decent amount today for whatever reason. So let's take a look at some Elsharion matches because I'm really curious how they've been using him. G1 versus G2. What do we have here? We have Vanessa, Vertiheel, Hathor. Very, very, very common first few picks. Fran, though. So Fran and then Elsharion into the Fran. And Akroma. Bans the Akroma. Of all things, bans the Akroma. But the Elsharion was a Fran counter. Elsharion, they knew they were, well, they didn't know they were going to pick Fran, but they saw they picked Fran, and then they picked the Elsharion into that. So maybe that's why. I mean, he did get a buff, though. Elsharion did get a buff in this last patch, so maybe that's why. How much damage is he going to do with this? 19k damage with no buff. Not bad. That Amelia is going to cleanse, though. And Elsharion is down because the one time you're like, that dot really, really paid off. Okay. Fantastic dot. But this is just gonna, well, I mean, they're gonna steal it, but they already had the immunity anyway, so they were gonna steal it. They would have had immunity regardless, so Fran just buffed. But they countered the Elsharion by just not buffing that first turn, didn't they? And Amelia just stays in. This is a very common high level thing, is just to stay with Amelia in human form. This way you get that consistent immunity passive every single turn. So that's actually pretty common. It's like a Gani Hathor counter thing. Although people have been running Swift Hathors now. So how to counter Swift Amelia? Swift even faster Hathor. So one down. So this was effective. I mean, it's looking like it was an effective Fran counter. That was a Elsharion win. There we go. And he did pretty decent damage too. He had some buffs on him though. He was stealing buffs, and then he had Amelia buffing him to have him do that extra damage, which he wouldn't have done a little bit of extra damage before the patch. Okay, here we go with this one. We see Fran Ajir, and then we see Amelia and Feng Yan, and Elsharion picked to counter picked into the Amelia Feng Yan. So they waited for them to pick some buffs, and then Elsharion. You didn't just go crazy first pick Elsharion. So we've got some not buffs. Just kidding. Got some. Well, he wouldn't have cleansed anyway, right? He wouldn't have done the cleanse. Well, he could have cleansed in defense break because he's got two things that are based on defense. He's got the Wind Druid based on defense. He's got the Feng Yan based on defense. So he's got the two defense-based DPS units, and then the defense buffer, Amelia. Well, and it's actually two defense buffers. So he's gonna one-shot this Wind Druid as soon as he gets. I was gonna say as soon as he gets a turn. Actually, he is gonna. Does Feng Yan move first? No. I was wondering if the speeds. If Feng Yan was gonna outspeed. It was close. It looked close. Because that Wind Druid could do some decent damage. Let's see. And the Feng Yan is still really, really good against Ajir. So we'll see how much damage this countered. Mega Smash does he's not going to be able to kill with. Oh, he almost did actually kill with that. I mean, he didn't, but he almost did. I'm trying to gauge when I'm looking at them, like how they're rude, how much damage is on there versus how much tankiness. So he strips, but that Feng Yan is a solid Ajir counter. And Elsharion goes. Does the Elsharion go down though? We'll see. Does he steal the revenge? Nice Wind Druid. I've been seeing Wind Druid actually been picked a decent amount in high level though. I even saw How to Play was picking him every so often. It's usually when people like pick his other stuff out from him is when he'll pick the Wind Druid. So this is just like now Ajir's got to take down this Wind Panda, which is not an easy task. On Destroy too. But I mean, not like it really the Wind Panda can wreck Ajir without destroy. It doesn't really matter. So, and Violent Proc wins. Violent Proc and the stun and the Fran stun. That would have got a completely like that was just a flip of the coin at the end. It really was. It really was. It was a flip of the coin at the end. Does it stun the panda? Did he get an additional turn? Yes and yes. So GG. That's a win. Because otherwise the panda could have easily taken on both of those. Is this a fair matchup? This is okay. This is G3 for actually it's not even that close. It's 166 points off. So they still have the Elsharion in there. And they banned out the Vanessa. Vanessa's so scary. So spooky scary. Okay, so immunity first. But not speed to be tuned to go directly after each other. So there was time to cut in. Is that a squishy Diana? Or is that just a really big damage from that light vampire? Gonna take down the Ciara or no? No take down the Ciara. Oh, additional turn! Yeah, you gotta go for the Hathor and hope for the stun. And hope for the no proc. Because otherwise that Hathor would have wrecked face. What's the skill cooldown on the... Oh, I mean, I could go take a look myself. On that second skill of that vampire. Oof. Procs. Wow. Okay. So that was a... I want to see the speed on that. That was a redemption, though. That was a redemption from the Elsharion user. Took down a really solid G3 player, though. I'm surprised, like... That's not a huge spread though. 160 whatever 66 points, was that something like that? For the I don't know, I don't remember the points right now. But that wasn't like a super huge spread between G1 and G3. Okay, so here we have Vanessa Ajir. Ajir picked so early. I feel like picking Ajir so early. I would have picked Vertiheal first. Ajir so early is just like, okay, please Diana me. Please Diana me. So the Ajir had no will runes. Okay. So let's see. They had they cut in, steal the buff from Perna. They got a lot of buff stealings. So she's on despair. Mega Smash got the attack buff. Didn't want the attack buff. She got greedy. Tried to get it on the fire unit. Got greedy. So that Perna's gonna go down. Bye Perna. Man, even Ajir's second skill gives him extra attack gauge too. Oh my god, turn cycling machine. Ajir's so good. There's a Hall of Heroes unit too. There's a Hall of Heroes unit, and some people even commented on the video like, "Oh, he's bad." I'm like, okay, you see him in G3 now. This is not G3, but you see him in G3 now too. Okay, does he get the? Is that a DPS? Is that a DPS segment? DPS, the spare segment with speed, crit damage, attack? What kind of segment is that? It did like 14,000. Didn't that do like 14,000 damage with no defense break? Okay, so this one is someone had the unpleasant adventures of fighting DT and Elsharion. So Elsharion at the very end into the Amelia. So in this case, Elsharion is not a friend counter. Elsharion is an Amelia, and Elsharion is the one that was banned out by Beat D. Let's take a look at this one. They fought this player before already. So they go in again. They're picking just Elsharion into the Fran. Elsharion into the Fran into Fran. Okay. And then bans out the Bulwark. Bulwark, best healer in Summoner's War. Lulz. I mean, I say lulz, but that's not even... It's like, is it really a lulz? Is it really a joke? He kind of best RTA healer, isn't he? Okay, so does he get the... I feel like he gets the Diana. Yeah, she's not usually built with a ton of resist. I kind of wanted to build my Diana with Revenge. I mean, Revenge Diana would be really... It would make sense. Everyone hits Diana first. Is there a Diana on the team? Everyone hits Diana first. I feel like Revenge Diana is not. I mean, you kind of want Will on Diana, but Revenge on her is... she would be revenging a lot. Additional turn. And then we see the... Welcome back, because Vanessa. So he goes for it. He wants the immunity. That hit a lot. That hit a... Well, he had attack power buff. Additional turn. Did not get... And bye-bye Elsharion. Took a decent amount of damage. And Diana, best nat 5 in the game. Situationally. Oh, comment section open up a whole can of worms. Diana, best nat 5 in the game. Bagel, you forgetting every other nat 5 in the game? Are you forgetting Violent Procs? Well, let's see. Hold on. If the Diana wins, I can back up my comment. It was a joke anyway, guys. It was a joke. Or was it? Or was it? Maybe it wasn't entirely a joke. Maybe it wasn't. Didn't even go for the Purify on the Hathor, though. Goes into that's just going to keep cycling Diana. And Diana with the crits. And Diana best nat 5 in the game. Clearly. So Fran first pick, Vanessa first pick. Hey, Fran first pick on the other side, and a Hathor. And then the basically double immunity because one strip, one immunity. And the Elsharion pick into the Fran. And also Elsharion plus Amelia is double immunity by stealing the immunity. But still leaves two, so bans the Bulwark and bans the Fire Dust Screen, but still two DPS sources. The Diana and the Perna, very dangerous DPS sources. And also the DPS sources of, so that's got to be at least some kind of hybrid. Well, actually, there's kind of 3 DPS sources on the, depends on how the Akroma's ruined. So we're looking to take down the Akroma as soon as possible. Why the Akroma first as opposed to the Elsharion first? Is the question, I guess. Kind of feel like I would be more scared of that Elsharion. So Violent Proc on the Akroma, but... Right? I mean, maybe it's just me, I don't know. I feel like I would have wanted to go after that one first. Okay, so... Got the strip onto the Amelia. Welcome back, Akroma, but Akroma's going to go down in its... No, never mind. Akroma's not going to go down because Diana's just going to keep Violent Procking. Violent Proc, Violent Proc, Violent Proc. Okay, now he's got the defense buff, though. I mean, I feel like they deserve to lose that because they switched targets. They started, and then they didn't finish. I don't know if I would have played it the same way. Then again, I make mistakes constantly all the time. But I don't know. Maybe they realized that they didn't want to go after those targets, but yeah. GG. Alright guys, it's the end of the video, and what did we learn? We learned that while Elsharion is not necessarily a super meta relevant RTA pick, he is being picked kind of in reaction to the enemies picking Fran and Amelia. Fran and Amelia, and then you see the next round of picks, Elsharion comes out. Not by everyone, but there was actually even more players. There's a couple more players that I wanted to include in this, but I didn't get a chance to because they stopped doing RTA as soon as I started recording the video. I was like, why did you stop now? Damn it. But I wanted to, there was like 2 other players. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Yada, yada, yada. Blah, 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 blah. I'm Bagel. I got a chunky butt.